You know, a lot of people want to see Klaus again. Would you want to see Klaus again?
Ah, man. You know, I mean, if it was the right story, I could see it happening. I think I'm at a time in my life where there's been enough distance. And I dipped in for a second at the end of Legacies, to do that little bit. I think if the story was there, then I'd be open to it, yeah. Because he was such a huge part of my life. So yeah, never say never.
Something that each of you has never said before that you want to share today.
Okay. So there probably elements of this have been touched on, but I don't think I've kind of come at it as a whole. So I moved when I was young to Wales from England. So I was in a place with a different accent and with kids that I didn't know who had all started school before me. So there was definitely an aspect of being an outsider, and I found it really hard to make any friends. There was actually quite a lot of animosity in school, and I got quite a lot of bullying. I remember my best friend at the time would only be my best friend in secret. Like, to everyone else, he said he didn't like me because that was the thing, right? So at 10 years old, maybe it was even younger, like 8 or 9, I convinced everybody in my class that I was a vampire. And I think it was partly inspired by, I was inspired by reading all these vampire novels and stuff, even as a kid. And I was thinking about it recently, because, there was a lot of the bullying that kind of continued throughout most of school. Like, I can remember all the kids singing about me in the class and with the teacher there until finally he stopped them. And it was mostly emotional and verbal, but sometimes physical as well. So, and I think that my thinking behind telling everyone that I was a vampire was because I was already being treated as this outsider and this outcast. And so the idea of making that a powerful reason, making that even in my own imagination, to convince myself at times of that the reason why I'm different and I'm being shunned in this way or being cast out is because I've got this kind of dark, powerful secret. And that helped me get through school. It sounds crazy maybe saying it out loud, but it helped me get through feeling that, like, no, I'm special and different, and for these sort of powerful reasons, and that's why I've been cast out in this way. And so I think that is what I put into the character of Klaus, is those feelings from being like a young kid like that and being treated like that, really until I left school and went to a performing arts college where I found my tribe.
Yeah.
But so I think that maybe is what helped other people connect with the character as well, is all of these people in the world who feel like outsiders and feel like outcasts, feel like they're not accepted, seeing a character who has genuinely been down that road and been through those experiences and is so strong and will stand up to anyone and will stand up for people in those circumstances. And so Klaus for me was the sort of person that I wanted on my side. He was the person I wanted to be, or I wanted to in my corner at least. And maybe I feel like upon reflection that's why people connected, is because there was genuine experiences from my life sort of all channeled into that. Probably quite cathartic as well to do that.